Oh, look at the pose. Once again, Mr. Wonderful is back in the FC Sneaker Factory. And I got you beautiful people out there, the fellas, and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders. Step on in. Welcome on into the FC Sneaker Factory because the doors are wide open. And I appreciate each and every one of you coming on through and supporting the channel. Because guess what? We're about to do a brand new segment. Oh, a segment that I have not touched on during the lives or on any other profiles. A segment that, I know those TikTok influencers and those Instagram influencers as well love to wear and love to talk about. I believe they made this shoe very popular in these recent years, but back in '85, they were the talk of the town because the colors were so bright and they were just so out of the ordinary. But here we go. Once again, FLOYD CHAVEZ, the FC Sneaker Factory, but also Mr. Wonderful right here, comes before you to bring you this beautiful shoe. And with the segment of the Air Jordan 1. The Air Jordan 1. I have 5 in the collection, maybe 6 or 7, who knows. But at this current time, I'm about to bring you 5 shoes from my collection, from my personal size of a 10.5. Shoes that I really enjoy and I really like when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 because you know what? Not all Air Jordan 1s are great. Not all Air Jordan 1s are made alike. And the ones that are in my possession and that are in my collection are the ones that I hold dear to my heart. Let me know if any of these are in your specific collection or in your specific rotation. But the one I'm about to drop before you, and you see the thumbnail, but the shoe is blacked out. But you should be able to read and know what you're about to see. So this one was released back in 2021. December 30th to be exact. So this shoe, unfortunately, like the majority of pretty much every single shoe that I have in my collection, I had to go the resale market. Unfortunately, I did not hit on any of the apps, including the sneaker app, which sometimes I do, or I did, I should say, had luck at that current time. But this time I didn't have any luck. So unfortunately, I had to go the resale market, and I believe that I purchased this one on StockX. But it was a shoe that I knew I had to have in the collection because it was a shoe because it was the OG colorway, but also it had that nice patent leather look to it. But let's go ahead and go into this once again. Sneaker Profiles 151 to be exact. We have entered the 150 mark as far as now the book is back open and we're about to see some brand new shoes from the sneaker collection behind me. But really quick, before we even get into any of that, let's go ahead and do a quick fit check because you know, Mr. Wonderful, always looking amazing. Of course, the G-Shock 6900, I decided to bring something out different for you beautiful people out there. The beautiful fellas. Did I just call the fellas beautiful? I take that back. The good-looking fellas. But you know I'm not with that direction of life. And those beautiful ladies, those cheerleaders. I appreciate each and every one of you. The females. You know that's what I'm into. But the G-Shock 6900 Smurf right here. Great watch. I love the watch. I love the color. It screams Duke Blue to me. And then, of course, the Acne Studio sweatshirt. I absolutely like this sweatshirt. It's slightly oversized, which, you know, Mr. Wonderful doesn't really like that too much. But this one still looks good on me. This is actually a size medium. And look at, as you see when I stand up, of how big it is. But let's take a quick look at the entire fit check. Of course, I'm rocking the white tee underneath. The JC Penney Stanford. But also the Acne Studios right here hit on the heart. And then also the nice light blue rag and bone denim. Always looking amazing. Always looking sharp for you beautiful people out there. Since we got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about this shoe. I'm sure we all have seen this shoe many times out there in this YouTube genre that we call the sneakers genre. But you know what? Let Mr. Wonderful bring it to you. let Mr. Wonderful show you, because I'm sure a lot of people have already forgotten about this shoe, and that's just freaking crazy. But here we go. Let's take a look at the box first, all right? We got the old school Nike packaging box. Oh, this beautiful patent leather looking, or I should say patent leather style box, the black and the red. As you can see right there, USA size 10.5, the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. Black varsity red and white. Retail price on this one was $170, but unfortunately Mr. Wonderful did not pay $170. He actually had to pay the resale price on this one, and I even forgot when I got this. But let's take a look at the box in case you don't have this one in your collection. I want to give you the full rundown on it. I did pick it up on StockX. Damn, I paid too much for this one. I should have waited. I believe now the resale market has dropped on this one. People are not really feeling this shoe anymore. You know how that goes. Out with the old, in with the new. Typical white paper though, nothing too crazy about that. And let's take a look at the shoe right here. It did come with that StockX sticker. I don't know, are they still doing that? From what I remember on the recent pickups when it comes to StockX, I don't recall any more stickers being provided, but what the hell? Mr. Wonderful wasn't using those pieces of shit stickers anyways. So here we go. As you can see, got the red laces attached. Still haven't wore this, so I still got the StockX tag on it. And let's take a look at this gem right here. The old school patent leather Air Jordan Chicago colorway Bred. So many names for this specific shoe, but this one is simply the Air Jordan 1 patent leather Bred. So as you can see, patent leather runs throughout the entire shoe, right? This shoe came out, like I've said already in the past, this shoe came out back in 2021. The December 30th, right before the New Year holiday, New Year's Eve, before it hit us, they brought out this one. And I feel like this is a gorgeous shoe. Some say it might be a little bit too glossy, but if you style it right, like Mr. Wonderful does on all his outfits, it won't look as glossy if you basically try to take some of the attention away from the shoe. But what a great shoe. I feel like they did an amazing job with this. I remember they actually 2001, I believe 2000, around that time frame, they actually did an all patent similar colorway, but it was more of the Chicago colorway. It was all patent at that time, but it was a mid. This one is much more of the original high right here. So let's take a closer look at it. Let me know if this is in your collection or if this is still currently in your collection. I would like to know this. But you see that, the black, white, varsity red color combination to bring you that Bred colorway, that infamous, the most talked about, the most light Air Jordan 1, I feel like in everybody's collection right here, or everybody's wish list that they should have in their current rotation. But here we go. What a beautiful shoe, right? What I love about the Air Jordan 1 is it's really just the original colorways pretty much for me. But I really love the sewn in Air Jordan wings right there. I think that's just an amazing hit when it comes to the shoe. I mean, the shoe's very simple when you really look at it. I mean, it was 85 when this shoe came out, so you know, not too many crazy things were going on with shoes at that current time. But for the time of 85, right, this was just groundbreaking, especially with the colorway. And then now currently it still holds up to the test of time. We're talking about this right back already now in 2023. And look at it was an 85 and we're still wearing this shoe and we're still talking about this shoe. And I feel like the hype on this shoe is still, I mean, it's way up. I feel like also, but it has been going down these current years. I mean, they're consistently putting out new colorways when it comes to Air Jordan 1. And I feel like that's pretty much just creating the downfall of the Air Jordan 1, which I don't mind whatsoever. But here we go. Great shoe, great quality. I haven't wore it, like I said, but I'm sure with any patent leather, typically it starts, you know, you still get that little bent right here, even though you don't really bend the shoe yourself, but just the walking and all that, it does start getting that little indentation typically around this area. So be on the lookout for that in case you are planning to wear yours, or if you have, I'm sure you understand the pain. But this is the most important part right here when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 to me, right? We're all different people. We all have what we like and what we don't like. But right here, as long as this says Nike Air, I'm down with it when it comes to the Air Jordan 1. Typically, they have, you know, the Jumpman, which I do not care about, and I really don't consider that an Air Jordan, a true Air Jordan 1. But when it has the Nike Air, you know I'm all in on that one. And of course, in the inner part of the sock liner, the ankle part, you do have family there, so that's a great touch. A little different hit when it comes to the Air Jordan 1. And of course, you got the nice black insole, but with the Nike Air on the insole painted on. So, you know, after a couple wears, that will definitely fade away or start, basically the paint will be gone and it'll probably be on your sock. But this is just a great shoe to wear. I mean, obviously, you don't have to really worry too much about dirtying the shoe because it is patent leather. You could probably just wipe it off really quick with the wet rag. And then also right here, you could wear a black sock, any color sock that you would like to wear, and you don't have to worry about any type of residue going on this shoe, typically, which happens when you do have that white collar, that white sock liner. It typically gets messed up when you're wearing different color socks or when you're wearing just except white, right? So let me know, drop a comment down below. You do got that nice red outsole on this one, and then that white rubber midsole with that classic look. But here we go, the Air Jordan 1, the patent leather. What do you think about this one? Is this one in your rotation, or is it in your collection, or is this a shoe that you passed on? Mr. Wonderful will like to know. And you know what? The book has completed on this profile. The Air Jordan 1, the patent leather, the 2021 version, the family version, whatever you want to call it. 151 is currently now in the books. But you know what? In a couple days, Mr. Wonderful will bring you another one, 152. But I always leave you with the ladies on my side, one on each arm. And they whisper in my ear. They tell me, Mr. Wonderful, in real life, but also on YouTube, you are too sweet.